my name's Kim Aman, and I am a resource teacher at Moss Haven. When I found out that I was chosen as a STARS teacher, I was at the outside chicken roundup on our farm. 4 days a week we have an after-school farm club where kids can come if they want to come. They sign up for it and they dig in the dirt, they pull weeds, they water, they help plant the crops, they get to harvest the crops. And really nutritionally, I think it's helping kids make some choices and trying things that they may not have tried if it was offered to them versus when they grow it, they'll eat it. And they're learning a lot about taking care of the earth and plants, and now we've added chickens, so we're learning about caring for animals. And we're connecting curriculum as much as we can and bringing the kids learning outside. My teaching philosophy is that the kids come first, and they always come first, and they come with different backgrounds and different needs and different personalities. In special education, there's a lot of demands that are put on you from the outside, and we also have a lot of different kids that have different needs. But I feel like I'm a troubleshooter, where if there's something that a child is having some difficulties with, I have to find a way to make it work. And I'll try plan A, plan B, plan C. I'll go all the way to double Z until we figure out a way to help the kids be more successful, because that's my job, and I want the kids to feel good about themselves and to be successful learners.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Barbknecht. I teach English 4 AP dual enrollment, and college transition at the STEM Academy in Berkner High School. English, in my opinion, is the backbone of education, and without an understanding of how to read well and analytically, how to express yourself both verbally and in writing, students are not going to be successful in any other areas. My college transition class I love tremendously because I feel like that's the one class where I really have the ability to help kids change their lives. Kids who've never had a family member go to college, kids who are terrified about how much money it's going to cost. I show them how to take the SAT test, how to take the ACT test, then to get them into colleges, help them with letters of recommendation, student resumes, scholarship applications. So far, my students this year have raised over $2 million in scholarship dollars. In my AP English, that's where I really get to fall into my passion for fine literature, poetry, and of course, my boyfriend, William Shakespeare. Oh, Shakespeare. My kids, I think, become infected with my enthusiasm for literature, my love of writing, my hopes and aspirations that even if they do become engineers, because so many of our STEM kids do go on to pursue the hard sciences and maths, that they will have an appreciation for the artistry of the written word, and that they can try to cultivate some of that within themselves.
My name is Tobi Brooks, and I teach Algebra 1 Inclusion and Algebra 1 ESL, and also Pre-AP Pre-Calculus at Pearce High School. I engage my students with a lot of fun, a lot of jokes, usually pretty bad. When my students were doing a project where they had to find the area of their hand, I would say, oh, it's on your formula chart. It's the area of a hand formula. And most of them know I'm joking, but a few of them were like, started looking it up. When I first started teaching, I mostly just wrote everything on the whiteboard. Now I really take the approach of, I want to make contact with every student every day. So I use an air slate so that my notes are projected onto the screen so that I can walk around the room really checking with students, having them work problems, making sure that they understand them. And I also use flipping curriculum model in my Pre-AP Pre-Calculus class. The students watch a video when they go home of me teaching a basic lesson, pretty much what they would have gotten in class before. And then when they come into class, they do what I would have assigned for homework in years past. Calculus and algebra and all upper-level mathematics is important for all students because all people need to think logically. All people need to understand how to work a process from beginning to end, how to follow rules in that process, how to work an algorithm. I don't really believe that any student or any person is bad at math. I think that they just haven't learned it yet. I've never had a student that couldn't learn that was willing to learn.
Hi, my name is NaKaydria Johnson. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Stults Road Elementary. What I enjoy the most is my students' growth in their learning. From a student who comes in not knowing much, and then by the end of the year they know everything, they can read because I do teach kindergarten, so that's exciting, just their growth. A kid has to have a strong kindergarten background to be successful because they struggle if they don't. It's so important. I'm able to teach life skills and skills they need to instill the love for learning that they need to make it to the 12th grade. And that's what I want. You know, one of my students that said, I want to be a paleontologist, I want to instill in her the love for learning so she will make it and be that paleontologist that she wants to be. I keep them engaged with music, of course. D-O-W-N, D-O-W-N. I've grown a lot. You know, I always want to learn more. So I go to my CRSs, I go to everybody, I go sit in other classrooms, first grade, second grade, even fifth and third, just to see where I need to take them, because that's important. You know, we're lifelong learners, so we have to continue to learn. We can't just stay in the same position and do the same thing year to year. So that's what I gotta do, keep growing, make myself better.
My name is Jeni Dillingham, and I teach 4th grade language arts at Bowie Elementary. I am a Richardson graduate, and I had amazing teachers, and they really inspired me to want to do this. When I was in elementary school, I played school, and if my teachers would let me bring leftover transparencies home, I was thrilled. So I've just kind of always known that this was what I wanted to do. Being in 4th grade, I get to really see kids start to love to read and experience reading in a different way. I think we learn best by engaging with each other in conversation and building on each other's knowledge and having common experiences to build from. We have a song that is rewritten, the words are rewritten for Ice Ice Baby, or Vanilla Ice, and the kids sing it as Right Right Baby.
Right Right Baby. 4th grade, right, right, baby. 4th grade.
I also try to really pull in pictures, things that kids can easily remember and then cling to. So if we're talking about the main idea or writing a paragraph that explains why you think something is a certain way, we talk about a table and how you have to have the legs to support it. Just trying to give them visuals that are easy to grab onto, that they relate to, is one of the techniques I try to use a lot.
My name is Leah McDonough. I am the librarian at Richardson Terrace Elementary. The mission of elementary school libraries at Terrace is teaching kids about information literacy skills. I look towards the old proverb, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And I want them to be intrinsically motivated to go out and find out information, educate themselves. Having the kids from kindergarten up to 6th grade is an amazing thing when you're able to build and build and build on the knowledge that you have started. I try to take everything and make it active and fun for myself, because I know if it's fun for me, it's going to be fun for them. So I like for them to be engaged, whether we're doing project-based learning, whether we're singing a Dewey Decimal Rap, or playing a scavenger hunt game looking for call numbers. They get so excited because we're doing something active and engaging, and I try to keep it that way so that we're moving around the library, and so that they, are continuing to make those connections. We want them to be on the cutting edge of technology, of using online resources, things like that. We want them to have just a love of reading and a love of learning, and we want them to be passionate and excited for learning.
My name is Candice Nichols, and I'm the anatomy physiology teacher at Highlands High School.
Science is awesome.
When the people for the STARS Awards started flooding into my classroom, we were actually in the back dissecting cats.
Surprise!
I was just stunned, and I had cat juice all over me, and it was awesome! I teach my kids how to take care of their bodies. And ultimately, that's something that they're going to have their whole life. I teach them how to take care of their minds. Hopefully, they will have that their whole life. And all the other sciences that came before culminate and lead up to, in my opinion, my class. The more they know about the world around them, and the more they understand the chemistries of life, including what's inside of their body, the more educated they're going to be to take care of themselves and their kids, and what to eat and what not to eat, like paint chips or, you know, lead and mercury. They find out maybe they shouldn't be eating those things. They cause cancer. I want them to know how to study and memorize. I want them to be able to take care of their bodies and be healthy. I want my kids going into medicine to have a really strong head start. I have knowledge to share, but really, my job is to inspire and encourage them. They have to have the drive and the desire to learn, and I believe that they have the capability to learn. And my job is to encourage and inspire them to move forward.
My name is Ryan Ratcliff. I'm a 7th grade math teacher at Parkhill Junior High. I'm also a coach in the athletics program. I coach football, track, and soccer. I believe that the child's going to get there, and to believe that the child's going to actually reach that potential that you're trying to get out of them. When that light bulb goes off, that in my opinion is the most rewarding, because you work so hard and you want them to do so well, and when they finally get there, then that to me is just, that's it. That's the joy. I think I'm a storyteller. I joke on my name a lot. I always tell them how I'm Bank of Ratcliff, or I own many businesses where my name's involved in it. I told them I bought Best Buy out just recently, and we call it Rat Buy, no big deal. Whether it be through storytelling or through humor, but I also use technology a lot in the classroom, and that really seems to motivate the students, especially this generation. It's something that their mind just really wraps around is a technology piece. I know that a lot of students like to be athletes out there as well, but I really stress as a teacher that they are student athletes, and they're students first, and that's important, and they need to know that. So when I'm out on the field, not only do we stress the importance of being physical and also striving for excellence out on the field, but we also strive for excellence inside the classroom, and so school comes first every day. You're the stepping stones for a child's future, and I think this was what I was meant to be, was a teacher.
My name is Oswaldo Rivera-Ortiz. I'm a bilingual first grade teacher in Forest Lane Academy. A test score doesn't give you the whole picture of a kid. We're dealing with humans, not with numbers. They come with families, they come with problems, and they come with a reality that if we don't get to know, we are not teaching them. We're just giving them things. It is very important to go to the community, to get interaction with them, with their family, with the people surrounding them, and understand what's going on at home to really know what's the best way to address these kids' needs. We need to play our role and engage parents, engage administration, engage other teachers, and engage the kids. Teachers are not supposed to be teaching, but educating, and education goes through exposure, exploring. The kids are supposed to explore in school. Of course, you're supposed to teach them certain standards. A curriculum is in place for that. But the way to engage kids is to let them explore, let them touch, let them see it, let them smell it, let them listen to things. And that goes across the curriculum. Explore in a defined context, but let them explore.
My name is Happy Schwieterman. I teach 5th grade math at Arapaho Classical Magnet. I'm a very creative person. I teach with a lot of love. I am very firm and strict. I set high expectations for my students, but attainable ones. I think that they can push themselves, and they know that I'm right there behind them. I'm not gonna let them fall, and I'm not gonna let go of them. I'm gonna take them all the way through the 5th grade curriculum. I think it's important that the kids have hands-on math. We use a lot of technology in the classroom. I have the iPad, and they do centers activities with that. We also use the QR reader codes, and so they can do a lot of self-checking with games, and I think that that is important. With every activity, it doesn't have to be a worksheet. It just needs to be life, and I need to bring that math to life for them. In public education, we do have a wide range of learners in our classrooms. It's important that you know the starting point where every child comes into your classroom. For every lesson or unit, I will do a pretest, and then I can kind of base my lessons on that. Some of my higher level learners need to do different activities, and that's a lot of differentiation in the classroom. I think just being a part of their lives is a huge part of my teaching. I attend their social events and their sporting events, and all of that comes to play together as the teacher, and it's wonderful.